Today we're going to do a catalog again. We're going to continue with the second part of the Lego catalog of 1991. Yeah, let's just start and see where we ended up last week. Yes, I remember. It was where we start with Lego trains. 91, that was a very important year. It was the introduction of the 9-volt Lego train system. And then you have these ships. Lego Space, Space Police, Blacktron. This is a great artist impression, of course. Mtron, Mtron. Model Team. Lego Technic. Huh. Hello, this is Timo and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're going to do a catalog again. We're going to continue with the second part of the Lego catalog of 1991. Yeah, let's just start and see where we ended up last week. It was somewhere after the middle. It was, yes, I remember. It was where we start with Lego trains. That was by far my favorite thing back then. 91, that was a very important year for Lego trains also, because it was the introduction of the 9-volt Lego train system. You can also see that they explain a bit, which they don't do anymore in the catalogs after, but they explain a bit how the system works, how the tracks connect, and yeah, the new power unit. And for some reason they show this cargo train set here, maybe because that was the more affordable set that was available that year. So it meant, besides this explanation and besides this nice, very nice artist impression about basically not everything, but most of what was included in this new batch of trains, all new sets. Huh? And yeah, amazing. And on the next page, it's basically showing, yeah, all the sets are basically showing on the next page. And when I actually see this for an introduction of a totally new system, a totally new thing, it's actually really less, right? Just 3 pages, 3 sides. But yeah, I think it's basically they are all great, those sets. Maybe the rail crossing comparing to the one that was available before with the 12-volt system, remote controlled, double-tracked rail crossing. It was maybe a bit disappointing. And there was also, of course, coming from the 12-volt system with all those remote control things like signals and switches. It was also for me a bit of disappointment because I actually was thinking about buying more and more of this 12-volt system. I just started with it. I was quite young. In 1991, I was 8 years old. I was getting 8 years old because, of course, these catalogs always were released in I think this December of the previous year. So there was a bit of disappointment, but I also remember that I was really happily surprised about the designs of the new sets. I found this Metroliner immediately looking so amazing. I remember that. Yes, and of course with this very typically big pieces, these fronts, these big molds, which were also used later on in other train sets, but in my opinion it's just the front of the Metroliner. In this gray color, that was like also not a very common color back then, but the entire train was gray. It was also like a new thing. And then yeah, this cargo train, maybe it was the one that was taking the less attention of me. The second one was probably this Lego crocodile. I all have those sets, most of those sets. The Matroliner, the crocodile, the Lego, the locomotive, the crocodile locomotive. We were already building this before. The crocodile, both the alternative build and a model. And then there were like more sets, more Lego train sets. Like this flatbed car with tractor, and this blue hopper, it was called, right? Hopper, yeah, I think. And this multifunctional Unimog, I think it's called, also sometimes, which is a very small set, but a very nice set. I didn't build that yet, actually, that set. I have to find some moment to build it. I think I'm missing these stickers, and I think I still want to order those stickers. I forgot to order that when I ordered the other stickers by this replica store in Holland. I also did a video about that. Lego trains. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot to see. It's very minimal how it's introduced here. It's introduced quite with one full page, but the sets, artist impressions could have been a bit more, I think, for the first time it's shown to the public. I think there was also like a kind of flyer or little catalog available for just trains, but I'm not sure about it anymore if it was already immediately in that year. Lego trains. Let's continue. I already made some videos about Lego trains now, so let's give the other things also a bit of attention. And then you have these ships, and those ships are, this was also a team, a small team with mostly 3 or 4 sets with floating ships that were able to float in water. And yes, then we have this set. It was a little bit like a strange team because it's a bit like Lego City, but the ships are, you can see it's a quite big size ship for the scale of Lego City. But yeah, I have this ship. I have no idea how I'm going to do this because of course I can build it, but, and this is nice to make a review, but I need to maybe have a swimming pool or something, right? You have to show also the future that it can actually swim. And then there was also like this fire boat, a police boat, and like a kind of a yacht for hunting for sharks, which will actually also looks nice. But yeah, they all have these big molds, right? This big that are able to float. Let's do a major news event. August 6th, the first website was introduced, and I can give you guys the address. And I checked it already. It's still available, but it's very basic. Yeah. What can you expect from the first website? It's info.cern.ch. I think it's a part of the CERN technology thing that's based close to Geneva, I think. So they also probably had the first website. They had the honor to have the first website. I checked it and it's just like a very simple, basic HTML website with just text and no pictures, just white and black text on it, and the links are blue. Probably people from the 90s, they still know how those websites looked like, and you can still see it if you have a bad internet connection. Then sometimes websites still load the minimal, and it still looks a bit like these old-fashioned websites, just the minimal text and white background. About that. Lego Space. That's also a nice team. Also something I don't have a lot from, but yeah, also a pity. Of course, they were actually, now when I see it, they were actually quite nice sets available back then. You know, you have this Blacktron, which is still a quite wanted space team. Mtron, don't know about it a lot. Space Police, yeah. And always these flashing colors, this mostly like 3 basic colors, and then one kind of transparent piece is always used. There was a bit like the thing with Lego Space. Space Police, like a blue, black, and red transparent pieces. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I think this is a really nice design actually. Maybe a bit dark, but yeah, maybe it's the purpose of it, right? That it has to be a bit mysterious. Then we have Blacktron, and I actually have a set, a tiny set. Where did I put it? No, oh, there it is. And yeah, we were also building it before. I don't remember the name of it. Something with Nova 2 or something, I think it is. Or I'm mixing it up with maybe another set. And that's basically all I have from that year Lego Space. There were also these interesting base plates actually, black base plates. They look nice actually. And then you have this giant set. So I mean the sets are giant because there's just these base plates in it. Again, this mountainous base plate. Yes, and this Blacktron is actually a nice thing with this. I don't know if it's yellow because here it's more a green color, but here it's again a bit more yellowish, and on this picture it's a bit more greenish again. So I don't know. I forgot what's the official title of this transparent color. But yeah, those wheels are a bit too big, I think. And this is a great artist impression, of course. They did a lot of effort because imagine this is not this is all real. They made this real. Yeah, great, amazing. Yeah, of course they only put this background behind it, but most of it is done was really by building it, and then they had some kind of spot to produce this kind of light that is coming from this planet. Yeah, very nice, very nice. More Lego Space, Mtron. Artist impression is also very nice, and this time we have the yellow and red and black. But yeah, these sets, I think they're actually really nice. I mean, maybe this is really a nice one. This one as well. A lot of functionality. Like also they used the magnets. They were also used in Lego trains, but the same magnets were also used in Lego sleighs. Very nice. Yes, and this is what I was talking about in part 1 of this video, and the model team. Don't ask me why, but I don't have any set of model team, which I regret a lot. I mean, they are all like these classical sets that everyone just knows. This white truck and this black truck with this trailer and a helicopter on it. Great sets. I really hope one day I can still maybe do a talk and building video with one of those sets. That would be really great. Yeah, let's check for major news events. August 25, Michael Schumacher was Michael Schumacher made his debut in Formula One. I have nothing with Formula One, but Schumacher, of course, I know that name. It's also very tragic what happened to him. He's still alive, I think, but not in any state that he's still able to do anything after this terrible skiing accident that he had. But he was a great guy in Formula One, a great guy in general, I think also. I think all the time when I saw interviews, I was always like, yes, it was a nice guy. It was a really sympathetic guy, very German looking, but very, I think it was a very nice guy. And then this tragical thing happened that he had a skiing accident, and then he got like first in a coma for a couple of years, and then I think he woke up, but I'm not sure if he died or that he's still alive actually. Very sad, very sad. Yeah. Lego Technic. No. Let's do another one, a bit like a more happy one. September 19, Ötzi, the Iceman, was found. As I remember, there was a mummy, a mummified body of I don't know how old he is, like from thousands years old, from the Stone Age I think the Stone Age, yeah. They found this body, this Iceman in the Alps, and I think there was like a thing going on because it was the guy was found, that guy was found on the border with Italy and Austria, I think, and there was a thing going on. Is it property of Italy or property of Austria, I think, and I still don't know how they solved that. But Ötzi, it's called after the Ötztal, and that is, as I remember, located in Austria. Maybe it's extending to Italy, but my geographical knowledge right now is not that good to know that. Lego Technic. Yes, Lego Technic. I have a couple of sets of Lego Technic. Let's organize it a bit here. On this page I already see 3 sets. Oh, but this one is not new actually. This set. I don't show it, and I don't show it. I was already building it before, but I can make a bit like promotion for all my videos here, right? And this set was new, and this little cafe racer, it was called, also new. Both were already in videos, alternative builds and A models. Yes, and actually this one, my daughter plays now with it, with this set. She's way too young for Lego Technic, but already introduced her to it. Yeah, I just have to make sure that the little parts are not falling off and ending up somewhere where they don't should be. Yeah, so those sets are there. But it's strange because this set actually on Rebrickable, I think I checked, and it was actually saying that it was new that year. So maybe it is new that year. Let's just show it in. Let's just show it in case it was new in 1991. That you won't miss out about it. Yeah. Also was already involved in some videos. And yeah, and those are a bit like the basic Lego Technic sets. And there's more Lego Technic. But in general, you can see that Lego Technic back then was not comparable to how it is now. And I mean it in a positive way for the sets back then, because I think Lego Technic was designed to show kids the functionality of things. And now I think Lego Technic tends to be, the sets are quite closed with panels and everything. So they hide all the functionalities. And I think it's also a problem that there's not a lot of functionalities anymore. So maybe this hiding thing is also a way of camouflaging that. Basic colors also, in general, there were not a lot of colors in Lego. This is sometimes something that maybe younger kids, younger people don't know, but there were like 5 or 6 colors available in Lego. So also Lego Technic, you had only like yellow, red, black and white, I guess, maybe blue. There were all the colors. This set I actually have here. I think it's the last set on this pile to show you. And yeah, it's also quite big Lego Technic set. And people that watch more of my videos, they know that I'm not such a fan of building Lego Technic, especially not when there's a camera on my face and you are watching me and seeing what I'm doing here. Yeah. Oh, and there's another thing I see here, which I also have. It's also a Lego product. It's I call it, it's like a book, just showing you alternative designs. And I have no idea how this worked back then, because there was not such a website like Bricklink or something. So I don't know how you could even know what kind of parts you had, because there's so much tiny parts in, especially those big sets. But they had this book, yeah, and you could just actually make your alternative builds with this. And I have no idea, yeah. You just had to start, I guess, and just figure out if you could actually build that set, figuring out if you have enough bricks for that. And I'm just checking quickly if there's anything like saying like what kind of parts you need, or maybe if you had just, yeah, I think I can see that there's like compartments of specific sets in it. This is basically combined those 2 sets. So maybe there's actually a thing that if you, but it's not written somewhere, I don't know how it works. Yeah, it's a mystery. And we will probably never find out, because this is all I can do. I can show it, but that's all. It's a mystery. What we can do with this kind of thing, with products. Yeah, we cannot build it. We cannot do anything with it. Especially also because Lego Technic is not my favorite thing. Anyway, yeah, very basic. This car was still available. I think it was available already since 1987. And then it was replaced at some point by this black big car, which I also have. Which also, I don't know how to do this, to combine this with this YouTube channel, because it's such a big build. Yeah. More Lego Technic. And this is actually with a 9-volt powered, but not remote wireless. So you had to kind of walk after you're behind it with this wire connected. And yeah. I mean, they are nice sets. They are really like this Lego Technic. But for me, just Lego Technic, I think back then it was already not so interesting. Although I bought quite a lot of sets. I have 2 or 3 big Lego Technic sets. But now, especially now, I don't get it. Why I didn't put that money in, invested that money in other sets that became also later, like Model Team, or a lot of Lego City sets or Lego Trains set that I actually always wanted to have, but never bought and never got. Yeah, that would have been maybe a different story if I would just have ignored Lego Technic. Yeah, saying that, I think arriving on the last page of this 1991 Lego catalog. And there's this drawing machine, yeah, I remember. I have a set that is also using this power unit, this control unit, but not from 1991. Lego Technic set. But this set, this drawing machine, I remember I was always curious how this worked. But I don't think it was very impressive, because I don't think you could program it. Maybe you could actually program it, I'm not sure. But yes, these drawings that you see here are probably the most advanced drawings that you could actually build with this machine. Yeah. And then that's it. There's the last, the back side of the Lego catalog is promoting Legoland, and there's something else. For special parts. For special parts, you had to write a letter. And there's a phone number, actually. There's a phone number. That's something else, right? And today with Bricklink, you can order it. In a couple of days later, you have it at home. Just bricks you need. But this is nowhere, right? 1991, that's a different era in the world and Lego-wise. Oh, I forgot two major events that I still really have to give attention. A sad one. We started with a very sad one, and we finished with a more happy one. November 24, Freddie Mercury died. That's just very sad. That's just very sad. He was a great singer. The way he had to die with this disease was just horrible. What else can you say about it? And let's just finish then with something more happy. December 26th, I have written here dissolution of the Soviet Union. And formally it was dissolved, the Soviet Union and the federal state of Russia, I guess. No, I think Russia was actually already a republic in the Soviet Union, which was already founded as a non-socialistic republic, I think, before the Soviet Union was dissolved. Yeah, there we see the front again. We talked about it, the front. Yes, all the major news events we did, all the sets we talked about, the new sets of 1991. I take a sip of water. Also very important. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel, that's very important for my channel to grow. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, I really appreciate that. Yeah, hope to see you soon in the next video. I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.